Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's pre-match stroke team news reaction. So, seeing as we've got a couple of few new faces on tonight, I'm going to go to the opposition first. So, Sam, what do you think of your team news, and how do you think tonight's going to go?
Honestly, I'm pleased we've got Willy Bolly back in the side. I think we've missed him at the back he's been out for about a month now. So I think I'm happy he's in the back three. Dendoncker was playing at the back and he struggled a bit recently. So I'm quite happy that we've got him back in. I think again going forward we've got the same options going forward again. But we have struggled to create a lot much recently. We haven't really created a lot of opportunity. So I think the team is pretty much the same as what we've had previously, apart from Willy Bolly. So yeah, I'm relatively pleased.
So Alfie, welcome to the show. What do you think of Liverpool's team news? Are you glad Fabinho staying in midfield?
I think with him in midfield, he runs the game a bit more. So like it gives our forwards and it gives them a little bit more chances, and then it also helps our defenders breathe a bit because they know that they've got him in front of them.
Andrew, are you surprised he's gone with the same team as last week, or would you expected it?
I was expecting it. Possibly could have brought Naby in for a bit of drive from the midfield, but I think on the whole, where we played against Leipzig last week with Fabinho in that holding role, it lets Thiago a bit freer and we become a bit more creative. So I'm not surprised really.
And Dave, are you surprised with the team selection at all, or was it as expected? Dave Kong, is it the right team for you? Dave Powell, is it the right team for you?
I think Dave's having a few issues, isn't he? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see there needs to be any changes at all, as you say. And we're nearly a week since the last game, and after that performance last week, I think the team picks itself.
There's a lot of rush and a lot of shouting for Naby Keita to have come into the team today. Dave, do you think he should have come in, Dave Kong? And if so, who do you think he should have come in for?
Quite tough, to be honest. I would leave it as it is. I wouldn't place because I think no one deserves to be dropped as such, and I think with those, you can't drop Jenny the way he's playing. He's been a superstar all season. You could obviously drop him at CM, and he's starting to shoot. Now go back as the anchor,
So Sam,
I think he's.
How do you expect Wolves to set up today, Sam?
So Nuno's he's gone with the back five again. So earlier in the season he adopted a 4-4-2 and it didn't really work out. It left us a bit exposed at the back. So he's gone back with a five at the back, and obviously two, and then three going forward. But I think, like I said, in recent weeks or the last few games, because we had a run of poor results, he's gone quite defensive, and we haven't really created a lot. Like against some of the teams, we've really sat back. I'd probably say a lot of the fans have probably said it's been a bit quite negative. I think today, I know Liverpool aren't in the best form, but I think I'd like to see us play a bit more positively today. I don't think we will. I think we will probably sit back, or well, at least play a bit more defensively the first 20 minutes, and then potentially all going into the second half, we usually improve. It's frustrating because we've got some talented players like Pedro Neto and some good attacking options, but we just haven't really created a lot recently. So for me, I'd like to see us play a bit more positively today, and create a bit more. But I think it's probably good, a good time to play Liverpool with recent form. But then you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Liverpool may turn up today and play a really good game and obviously beat Wolves, but. Be interesting to see how Diogo Jota plays today, returning to Molineux since signing for Liverpool. I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on for Liverpool today.
I was going to ask you there, Sam. Sorry, Ian. I was going to ask you, Sam. How does it feel to see his name on the team sheet playing against you?
Yeah, it was an awkward one in the summer because he kind of fallen out of favour a little bit at Wolves. He wasn't starting as much, and his form had dipped a bit, so he wasn't really starting. And then when he left Wolves, it was almost like a bit of a fresh challenge for him, but also we potentially got a little bit of money as well. But he obviously started so well for Liverpool, and then obviously got injured, didn't he? But seeing his name on the team sheet today, it's a little strange. And seeing him playing, I've seen some of the footage before today. Obviously coming into the Molineux, it's quite a strange feeling seeing that. Yeah, because he was loved at Wolves and he did a good job, and he was a good player. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, did a good job indeed. Yeah.
Andrew, how would you feel tonight if you were Jota playing against your old club?
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? I mean, it's the old cliche. He's got a job to do, hasn't he? And I wouldn't be at all surprised if he scores a goal. I think I said earlier that I think we might win 2-1 and he'll score at least one of the goals. I think, I'm sure if he does score, he'll be respectful. And I know I've seen that Nuno said that he'll welcome him back, and he's looking forward to giving him a hug or whatever. So I think, as Sam said, he's well loved at Wolves. He's well loved at Liverpool, and I'm sure he'll go out and he'll do the best he can, and hopefully he'll score a goal for us.
Just a few seconds ago, Alfie, someone put up Trent versus Neto for today. Neto, how important a battle is that going to be?
I think it's huge, and Trent's got to make sure that he can keep up with the pace of Neto, because Neto's quite quick. So he's got to just not dive into tackles and just hold him up and make sure that he can also beat him as well when he has to go on the attack. So it is a big battle, yeah. It's an important battle.
Who else do you think's a danger for us, Dave? From Wolves, who do you think are the main dangers for Liverpool?
I mean, not so. I mean, I haven't seen their team actually. I don't know. Is Traore playing, Sam?
Yes, he is. Yeah, it's Traore, Neto, and then Willian Jose up front. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been quite impressed. I watched quite a bit of Wolves, and there's quite a lot of threats all over the pitch. I think what you really do need to win the game against Wolves is in midfield. I think Moutinho and Neves get on the ball and they can really dictate things. Can play those one-touch, two-touch passes in there. Where they triangle around you, but at the same time can switch to playing and get the ball wide early. Traore is so quick and so strong that he certainly gave, which doesn't happen very often, but he gave Robert a bit of a torrid time at Molineux last season, even though we came out with a victory. So he's always a threat. He is a little bit inconsistent, and I hope he has perhaps one of his more off nights than he can do. I like Neto. I do like Neto a lot, and there seems to be quite a bit more in recent weeks. I don't know if this will be the case tonight, Sam, at all, but there has been a bit more rotation amongst their front three with Wolves, with them popping up in different positions. So, which to be honest with you, as we spoke before our game against Leipzig last week, Ian, I expect our front three to do exactly the same, and they did that last week, where Mane can end up going through the middle at times, Salah ends up going through the middle at times. I think Jota will probably start as the central one of the three, but I think there will be rotation from our guys, and I see exactly the same from them as well. But no doubt about it, the guys performed really well last week, Phillips and Kabak. I think they've got some slightly different things to worry about tonight with Wolves, and I think Wolves would, as any team would at the moment, they would target that as an area of perceived weakness where we're concerned.
Sam, what type of opposition are Liverpool now to someone who's not a Liverpool supporter? We keep hearing that the last couple of shows we've had non-Liverpool supporters on, and we've heard it's the right time to play Liverpool. What makes it the right time to play Liverpool? Is it the back four? Is it just our form? Is it our confidence?
I'm obviously a Wolves fan, but I'm a big fan of Liverpool, and I always have been. I think since Klopp, you've been brilliant, and the way you play the football, the players you brought in is exceptional. Really, I think it must just be the form. I still don't think we are favourites tonight because we're not playing that well either at the moment. If it's probably a good game for Liverpool playing away, because I think if the way Wolves have been recently hasn't been, we've been getting some results, but just the way we've been playing this season hasn't really been the same as what we were like last season. So I think it probably is just form, really. If there's any chance for Wolves today, I think if Liverpool don't turn up as we know they can play, then there is a chance for us. But it's difficult to know what team will be out today, how Liverpool will play today. And I just hope Wolves are positive, really, and we play positively. In terms of threat, I think we've already mentioned Jota. I think returning to Wolves, that might be a factor. I think he's either going to play, really well and score tonight, or he may be a bit quiet. You don't know. I never underestimate Liverpool. They're a great side. So they're the champions for a reason. So I've got a lot of respect for Liverpool, and I expect a good game tonight for sure. Yeah.
Andrew, I think it was you before that mentioned Naby Keita and how he might have possibly wanted to come in. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Dave because we never really got the answer due to the technical difficulties. So, if Naby Keita was to come in, who would you have dropped?
I think if you look at the, you'd probably have to leave Thiago out. Purely because I think Gini and Fab do the graft in midfield. I'm not saying Thiago doesn't work hard, but sometimes he can get caught out. I think Naby will get forward. He's probably the most similar player we've got to Thiago, so I think he would have got left out if Naby had come in. But it is good for us for a change to have competition for places and strength in depth rather than having to play the same people every week. If you're not if your place isn't under threat, it can affect your performance levels. So I'm expecting to see quite high intensity tonight.
Now I know it's a massive cliche, Alfie. But people are saying now that it's now got to the stage in the season where every game for Liverpool is a cup final. So, with that, how big is tonight's game, Alfie?
I'd say it's big. Based on the other scores that have gone our way the weekend, you obviously have to win because close the gap on all the people fighting for top four. It is a massive game to win against some tough opponents as well because Wolves on their day are really good. So it's a must-win game, unlike most of the other ones as well. They're all cup finals, as you say.
Similar question to you, Dave. I know we've spoken about how important the business end of the season is, but as unlikely as it is that we're going to get top four right now, the way the results have gone this week has sort of shown us a little glimmer of hope. So what's your thoughts on it? How big is this game tonight, Dave?
Yeah, it's pretty similar, Ian, isn't it, to before the Fulham game. Again, results had gone our way before that game, and then we trod on the old banana skin, didn't we? So, of course, they matter. I mean, it matters all season, but when you do get to this stage of the season, this is when good sides come into their own. We've had our problems. We all know we've had our problems. Everybody can see that. And you just hope that performance and that win against Leipzig last week can just give us a little bit of, I don't want to say momentum really, because we keep saying momentum all the time, don't we? But it's not momentum because, winning 2 games is not momentum in my eyes, but it give us that kickstart to go on and if we were to, it's definitely possible that we could win the rest of our games this season. And we win the rest of our games this season, we give ourselves a chance to finish in the top 4. From being, a week ago, probably thinking it's gone. But it is that old cliche that no one really wants to. You've probably got the top 2, and nobody else really wants to jump on it, and grab that and take those 2 other top 4 spaces. So it is there; it's available.
Right, Steve, who's been our host recently, doesn't like to ask for predictions, but I'm very different, and I do. So I'm going to put all 4 of you on the spot. So we're going to go back around the other way this time. So Dave, what do you think the score will be tonight?
We'll win. I'm not going to say score, but I think we'll win. I get the feeling that it's a little bit in hope as it has been the last few weeks, Ian. But yeah, I think that performance last week and a slight tinkering, Fabinho back in midfield. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we'll get the game by the scruff of the neck, and as comfortable a win as you could get at Molineux.
Same question to you, Alfie.
Yeah.
Same question to you, Alfie.
Yeah, I think it will be close, 2-1 or a 1-0. But I hope that we go out in there and we win by 2 or 3 goals, just to give the boys a bit more confidence that they can still get top 4 for us. So I'll say 2-1, but I reckon it could be 3-4.
Same question to you, Andrew. What do you reckon the score will be?
Yeah, I said in the group chat this morning that I was predicting 2-1 to us, and also, as I said earlier, I think Jota will score. So sorry, Sam, I'm going for a 2-1 win for us.
And finally, over to the opposition, Sam. How do you think the game will go today?
As an optimist, if we turn up, we've got a chance, and we play positively. That's what I want to see tonight. A good performance, really. It's a bit of a free hit for us against Liverpool, but yeah, I think I'll be not happy, but I think it's probably going to be a win to Liverpool tonight. But as long as Wolves, play well, positive performance, and we give it a good go tonight, I think we've got a chance. But I'll probably say 2-1 Liverpool tonight.
And that'll do us for tonight. So thank you very much for joining us. If you like what you've watched, pop on over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. It's at Red Sky Pods live streams. Obviously, turn on your notifications so you'll know when we'll be going live. So thanks, Dave. Thanks, Alfie. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Andrew. I'll let you go. Get your beers out the fridge. Put your kettle on, whatever it is that you're doing. And we'll see you after the game, okay?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.